What's up, everyone? This is Christian Duke from ProgressiveActivist.com at the entrance to the Sacred Stone Campground outside of the Standing Rock Reservation. I'm here with Dee Dee. Dee Dee, how are you today?
I'm good.
Awesome. Now, you have a very, very unique story. You were born in Fargo, North Dakota, then you moved to Canada, and then you moved back. Talk to us about what it was like growing up in Canada and then coming back at the age of 13 to live on the reservation.
So I was born in Fargo in 1965 and moved to Canada in 68 at the age of 3. At the age of 13, my mom remarried a traditional Lakota Sioux from what used to be Fort Totten, now known as Spirit Lake, about 4 hours north here, Standing Rock. So it's part of the Sioux Nation. And from 13, I went through high school and I was enculturated into the Sioux traditions and the way of life, because it's the elders that teach you. And I spent a lot of time with my stepdad's grandpa and grandma, and they teach you because that's their role. They teach the next generation. So I learned the Lakota ways also from my stepdad, Cletus Lawrence, and he still carries those ways, and he travels all over the U.S. Now, moving back to onto the reservation, what was it like?
Yeah.
Well, I came from a very privileged kind of part of Ontario, so it was quite a striking difference and change for me, okay? In terms of quality of housing, economic, I just saw a change, and it was really a slap in the face, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
However, I was a teenager, and the one thing that's so beautiful is the natives come from the heart. So when they know that you're part of family, even if you're adopted in or it's a stepdad, you're part of the family, you're part of the tribe. So I always have my back covered. When you're out there and you're young, things can happen, but there was always big brothers everywhere. So I was absolutely fine in the midst of their issues going on.
Absolutely.
So
now,
it was good.
Yeah, that's awesome. As far as what's going on here, there seems to be a very real sense of community. Yesterday I was only here for a few hours. I washed dishes and I got to meet a lot of people, and I was at Media Hill. There seems to be a very positive energy here. There's no fights, no drama. Everyone is accepted.
Let me speak and interject for a second.
Sure.
This positive energy, I think you nailed it with that. See, with a lot of the Aboriginal or Native traditions, they're oral societies, so they hand down their information through the elders. Mm-hmm. They take direction. So even though we're standing in 2016, what you're seeing here, you could have seen 125 years ago. It doesn't change because they come from the heart. And what they're trying to teach the young people here is this is what you do. Stop this.
Sure.
Go with this.
Absolutely.
And you will be okay.
Absolutely.
When you get into Native Sioux traditions and teachings, they equip you to deal with everything. People in the media might be seeing otherwise and wondering how things are going here. Doesn't matter. What they called for at first was a call out, the Sioux Nation, to all nations. Okay? That means all tribes. And you see that with over 200 and some flags here. They get a call and they respond. Okay?
Sure.
We're making history because I don't think in the history of their people that's ever happened in those numbers. I could be wrong, but it's just unbelievable. Now, then they called for all relations. First all nations,
Yes.
then all relations. That means every color, 4
Sure.
directions. That means anyone who wants to come here and stand in solidarity with us, you walk in, you're going to get a hug. And then you decide what you want to do to help out, and you're part of this tribe.
Absolutely. If there was one thing
Mm-hmm.
that you could say to the people that for whatever reason, money, transportation, health, could not make it here, but that might be at home plugging away on social media, trying to get this negligent mainstream media to pay attention, this inept U.S. government to take attention. What message would you have to those people? What's the one thing you'd want to say to them?
Well, there's a couple of things, but for sure...
Say both.
Yeah, the first thing is people are tweeting and Facebook messaging me in the hundreds, and they're saying, what can we do to help in terms of donations? They feel what we feel. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Remember this. One voice doesn't get anywhere. The collective moves mountains.
Absolutely.
And this is, we're digging in. The people around the world, social media is saving us. What you're doing is keeping us safe. So what I would like everyone to know is if you're not really into the social media thing, learn Twitter, learn Facebook, get on it, repost and retweet from Standing Rock, because we will tell you we're here. We feel safe amongst the people here, but we don't know what's going on because our internet's being jammed.
Yep.
So we actually don't know what's going on 10 miles up the road sometimes. We're busy dealing with camp issues, okay? So the people out there, we have scout warriors here. They're the guys that go out on the horses and watch from the hills like they did 100 years ago at times like this. The people out there can be the real-time news or live warriors.
Absolutely.
You people can keep us safe by keeping it alive and making it go viral. So all your friends, please ask them when you post it, post it, because we want people to hear our voice, and they're trying a lot of things to stop it. And that's probably what scares me the most.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time. We are here just steps outside of the Standing Rock Reservation. There's a sacred camp. There's the Red Warrior Camp. There's nations all around the country, countries all over the world, states all over, everywhere. And like you said, all races, all ethnicities, all religions are here in support of protecting water, because that's what we're doing here. This is not a protest. We're protecting water, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because Mother Earth is crying. This was a prophecy from the Sioux Nation called the seventh generation. The oral prophecy was, in the seventh generation, you will be called upon because Mother Earth is crying. She's hurting. You have to stand up, and you have to call all relations, and you have to dig in and stop it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time.
You're welcome.